What's up, everyone? I'm Counter Steer. Finally getting around to this. 4 different aspirations. We got all motor, naturally aspirated. This yellow one here. Let me get back in there. So we got all motor, naturally aspirated. The blue one's turbo. White is supercharged with a torque build on it, and red is hybrid, which is always going to be an oddball out. This one's engine swapped. The cap is 500 horsepower, and pretty much they all have the same tunes. Only real differences is parts I bought. This has everything, but it has no turbo, no supercharger. This is just all motor. Has pretty good power band. You know, red line's 9,713. The beginning of the RPM is important, 2,300. It starts power a little higher up, but it's pretty smooth all around. This would be a solid car to drive. Second one is turbo. Turbo is using the high RPM turbo. Again, all the parts are installed. This one, as you see the power band, again the RPM range is the same as the full bore naturally aspirated yellow one, but power is lower at its starting point. The torque line 335 comes in low, so that's probably gonna hurt it in takeoff. As far as the rest of it goes, it's not bad looking. Yeah, it's probably be a real easy car to drive. The white one, I had casted a voting poll, and this one a lot of people voted for. This was most favorite to win. Again, everything's the same. This one is a torque build, so bore up, stroke up, polished ports, high compression pistons. This is just, as it obviously you can see, a lot more torque than the rest. High RPM or high end torque supercharger. If you're looking at the power band, it appears to start off lower, but if you look at the starting RPM, it's 1200, so it's not bad. 372 has a steady increase, almost to redline. So once this thing gets rolling, it's just going to keep putting out power. This was a good pick for the people who voted. And the last one on that list is hybrid. Man, hybrid's almost got 400 torque. That's sick. This is also 71 pounds lighter than the rest of the Z, so I'm gonna expect this one to win. I mean, it's just, if you look at where am I trying to go here? The power band. I mean, it comes in low, runs to 8,000 RPM, and it's got damn good torque, and the power shoots right up there. Does start to taper off a little bit. Looks like at around like 7,500, but I mean, this thing just makes massive torque. This is the VQ swap for the Z34 or ZK. I'm sorry. And this one didn't really require much. You didn't have to buy anything for it. I didn't run it with the turbo because I wanted it to have like a really good torque band. So the winner of those will face the winner of the Supras, who has a crazy 548 torque. I mean, this thing is just insane. I don't know how the Zs will do against it, but you can see torque band starts off 1,000. This thing revs the least out of all of them, almost 6,700 RPM, but it gets that power in quick around 4,000 RPM, and it loses a little bit at the top end, but I mean, this thing is just gonna get up and go. This is actually a pretty cool build. I like this. This was a torque build. Low RPM turbo gives the most torque. If I would have ran high RPM turbo and tried to get it to 500 horse, you know, I would have lost, you know, 80 torque and 3 horse unless I really messed with it, but we'll leave that go for now. So let's get into these races, see what the hell happens. Let me see which one it's supposed to be. Alright, this should be the start of it. My cat is like all over me. He thinks it's playtime. Come on. Stop trying to tear me up. He's old too. He's like 16. He still thinks he's 2. Alright, so this is just standard 2-lap race. We got all motors starting off in the pole position for this one, followed by turbo. See if I can get a better view here. And then Supercharged is in 3rd. And E-swap is in 4th. Engine swap. I'm just there to take the replay. So the way I was trying to go about this was I figured all motor should be the first pick. I mean, that's a solid pick. Turbo, I would assume is going to lag a little bit off the line. Supercharger and E-swap should come off the line pretty good, but you can't sleep on naturally aspirated. The thing, yeah, it's just natural aspiration is always a good choice. So see what they got. 2 laps, Grand Valley. It's a tight course. It's hard to pass. I'm getting out of there to park up somewhere. Oh man, Supercharged dove right in there, followed by E-swap. Ooh, shit. I didn't expect Supercharged to make that kind of move. Looks like he's bound up by everyone else. Man, that's a tight fit. Naturally aspirated is just cruising on through. A lot of people said naturally aspirated should win, the yellow one. And naturally aspirated does move pretty good. E-swap's having a hard time back here. I think Turbo's holding him up. We'll watch him a second, see how he does. I know this one had a lot of traction issues. Each one of these cars has custom gears tailored to benefit it. And when I was testing out E-swap, it was easy to spin the tires. I know the AI does run active stability management and traction control, but even then I didn't want the AI to really be relying on that too much. I think on the straightaway, E-swap's probably gonna start pushing pretty hard. He's inching up in this straightaway, but it's still a tough fit. From Supercharged point of view, it looks like he wants to get naturally aspirated. But he's like, oh man, that torque's hard to put down. This thing screams. My god, it's loud. Kind of speeds they're going to be pulling by the finish line, or at the end of the straight at least. 44 looks like he's stuck. Supercharged was at 145, a little faster. Could have been draft. Second line, it looks like this might be how they're going to stay. Actually, Aspirated got a good little, you know, what, 5 cars above Supercharged. Turbo looks like he's just being a pain in the ass, holding up E-swap. I am gonna say naturally Aspirated's probably going to take this one. Starting off in that pole position is so huge. Whether it's AI battles or, you know, you're really racing out there. You know, just not getting caught up in the pack. I think that's, you know, what happened to E-Swap. I know that's a monster right there. He's lighter than the rest. He's got more torque than the rest. He should be killing it. But, you know, starting in dead last, he didn't get the opportunity like Supercharged did. Supercharged just kind of dove right in there that first corner. He didn't. It's the people's choice. They didn't want to be bothered with turbo. And they're moving pretty good for what they are. I've personally drove all these cars when I was trying to tune them and find a universal setting for them. And while the regular 3 non-swap, it was easy enough to tune them. The tunes did not work for the swapped one. The lighter weight and extra power really threw it off, so I had to try and find a tune that would work for all of them. And actually Aspirated gone. Turbo's pretty close. E-Swap gaining a little bit. Not crazy overpowered. Alright, so all motor takes it. Not a bad first race. But I wonder, is it a fluke win? Will naturally Aspirated be able to hold up if Supercharged or E-Swap start getting closer to the front? Let's find out where this one is. So I will tally up points because I think it's interesting that way. I gotta write them down though. So currently, all motor has 4 points. Supercharged, man, he dove for that. I gotta give him props. That first corner was pinnacle. So that's the point spread for the first race. Alright, so because all motor won the first one, we're going to drop him down to last. We're going to allow Turbo to have the pole position this time, followed by Supercharger and E-Swap. So pretty much we just rotate it, naturally Aspirated to the back. He won the first one. Let's see how this is going to plan out. I think Supercharger is going to rip off the line. E-Swap might get in there too. Actually, I'm going to watch Supercharged, see. Ooh, E-Swap trying to... Yeah, look at that. Turbo always in his way. Supercharged did bully his way through there. If that was an online race, you know, E-Swap would have hit him. So like, move, man, you're holding me up. That was an interesting position. I wonder if Turbo stays in his draft, can he make a move? I think he's outgunned here. He's the only one that really has any lag in their setup. Supercharged has no lag. He hits the throttle, he's going. E-Swap again, throttle, he's gone. Naturally Aspirated, got the smoothest power band out of all of them. See how the last race's winner is going to follow these three. It's pretty close. I think maybe on on a less technical course, E-swap might kill it. Oh man, I wanna. He wants to look at him. He wants to make a move on turbo. Oh, he might. Oh, turbo's big ass, always in his way. Supercharged has a nice, comfortable distance. Man, going through those S's really threw hybrid off. Yeah, really bad. I guess he lost traction. Naturally, Aspirated trying to bully him a little bit. He's pulling on him. Man, his car just screams. My goodness. A loud supercharger line. Turbo's engine's so loud, it's kind of hard to hear the turbo. Hybrid just sounds smooth. Actually, Aspirated sounds spunky when it downshifts. And naturally, Aspirated's getting left behind here. Supercharged got a pretty good lead. I don't think they're gonna catch him. He took that opportunity off the line and got out of there. No E-swap. If E-swap is in that position, he might run away with it. Yeah, and actually Aspirated having a hard time this round. What's up, Ron? Welcome. You missed the first race. The first race, naturally Aspirated won. Oh, Superchargers. He's gonna walk it. Oh, turbo. Sideways through there. Yeah, I think he's gonna walk until the end here. Oh, look at E-swap. Oh, he wants it. Turbo's always in his way. Oh, he must hate. Red hates blue. He has to, my goodness. Let me update the points for a sec. Ah, I didn't realize I was muted this whole time. I had to watch that takeoff again. I know Supercharged takes off pretty good, but man, E-Swap not having no one in front of him. He just was gone. Now that that's out the way, it's twisties. You know, I know E-Swap has some traction issues. Man, actually Aspirated is right on. Supercharged. Turbo's lagging behind a little bit. He's been holding up everyone in this race. I always like this view. It's pretty cool when you see behind you pretty well. The camera will follow the car in front. And Supercharged having a hard time getting traction. Hybrid's not playing around. He's actually pulling away. I mean, being 71 pounds lighter and having almost 400 foot-pounds of torque, he's the highest out of all of them. Yeah, he's gone. It's not even the first lap here. Look at that distance. Naturally, yeah, he is going, Ron. Naturally aspirated, really putting the pressure on. Supercharged. One of the GT7 groups was really strong for naturally aspirated. Oh man, he's trying to make a move here. Supercharged does have a hard time bringing the power down, but that's pretty close. E-Swap gets to be first next race. Turbo, I don't think Turbo he's not having a good show of it. Just that little bit of lag. It's giving him a hard time. But I would say, when I was driving Turbo, it felt alright to drive. Kind of laggy, and then suddenly it had this burst of power. It would try to like kick you out a bit. It wasn't a smooth transition between no power and then accelerating and suddenly having a ton of power. Naturally aspirated here. Oh, going sideways. He was pretty smooth power band. He was probably the most tame out of all the cars. Supercharged, the white one. I could easily drift that car. That thing, I tried multiple gear ratios for it. This was the best one in terms of grip and acceleration, but you could still really drift it really easy. And hybrid, the engine swap, it was gone. Wasn't bad. You just had to watch first gear because, you know, much 400 foot-pounds of torque would really light up the rear. Well, looks like E-Swap's gonna walk this one. Turbo. Yeah, Supercharged was actually catching up there with the drift. I wonder if they would have won another lap if he could have made some magic happen. Alright, give me a sec, fellas, to update the points. That was huge for E-Swap. He needed that. Oh man, it's close. Race 3 ends with Supercharger is leading at the end of race 3 with 11 points. Hybrid, that was a strong win for him there. He's behind 1 point, so he's got 10 points. All Motors got 7 points, and Turbo has 6. So if Supercharged can hold out one more race, he could walk away with this, but engine swap gets to now he gets to start off in the pole position, and last race he won. He started off in second, just ran right past Supercharged, so I think he's probably gonna take it. I wonder if it'll come down to a draw. Alright, so Supercharged is starting in last this time. So now that he's in last, that's a rough position for him. E-Swap is just gonna walk. I'm gonna go from Turbo's perspective on this one. It is close. Let me get a good view here. I'm gonna see how E-Swap's gonna take off. Yeah, even naturally aspirated got off to a little bit better start. Oh shit! Let's see, Supercharger there. Supercharger has to make a move here to at least stay ahead in points. I don't know if he can. He might get blocked the whole way. Every time Turbo's in front of someone, they have a hard time getting past them. Actually, aspirated. Not doing too bad so far. Hey, you heard Supercharger at the end of the day? Screaming every time he goes by. Yeah, I think he's starting to... Hybrid's just gonna start inching away from them. Turbo's probably gonna block Supercharged this whole time. Yeah, Hybrid, once he gets rolling, it is tough to get around them. Corner-wise, they're all pretty good. Oh, naturally aspirated, getting a little loose there. Oh, he's really trying to get him. But look at Hybrid, he just ever so slightly gets a little more every time, even with the draft. Turbo's just way back there. Supercharged, I think, has a hard time with these messes. He did it pretty well there. He's taking his time. E-Swap's just screaming, my god. Gone. Actually, Aspirated, holding up pretty solid. Turbo, he's holding up in third. I think all of them are just gonna hold their positions. They got a nice spread. They got equal pace. So this appears to be more even than it was. I do have to wonder if I had added weight to Hybrid and made him the same weight as the rest of them, would he have still did what he did? Probably. I mean, all that torque, but actually Aspirated and Supercharged was running pretty damn good. These cars turned out to be a lot more even than I had thought, but Hybrid definitely has the advantage in this. All parked up there. See how naturally aspirated goes through the twisties. It's real easy with turbo to go through the twisties. I mean, it bogs down the power, so it's like you never really lose. And swap is just... Once he gets something, even a little bit of straightaway, he just starts inching away. Swap's gonna take it. You swap 1-2 races in a row. Not bad. I feel bad for Supercharged. He got held up and couldn't ever make it back up. I'll update the points one more time. I realized I wrote Hybrid's points wrong last time. He had 7 points, but after this. So, at the end of this, Hybrid has 12 points, Supercharged has 11 points, All Motor has 10 points, and Turbo has 8 points. That was pretty close battle between Engine Swapped and Supercharged. You know, not bad. I had a clear advantage to Hybrid. I mean, he was gone once he was given a chance. Turbo did the worst out of the bunch. Doesn't really surprise me. So I have a question. I wonder. We'll go to Deep Forest nighttime. This should be an interesting race. We'll have Torque of the Supras go against and E-Swap. Who do you guys think is going to win this one? Oh, wait a minute. This is not that race. Alright, well, I don't know. Do you guys want to see this race? This was Supercharged versus E-Swap on Deep Forest. It was just a random race I did. I wanted to see how they would go. I'll do a little bit of the race so you guys can see. Yeah, I mean... Engine Swap just pulls on them. Oof. Having a little rough time with traction at this time of night. Holding on. Wonder if he can abuse the draft and the straights to kind of keep it low. I don't know. It looks like E-Swap's starting to creep away from him here. So it appears, oh man, E-Swap is killing him. Appears if you were not going to engine swap this vehicle, Supercharged would be the way to go. Or naturally aspirated. Turbo probably net you the highest horse. But if you wanted a killer, you know, the engine swap one is really good. It holds up pretty well. The Supercharged is doing pretty good. Oh man, if the AI could use nitrous, I wonder how they would. If I was Supercharged, I would have juiced on E-Swap. Supercharged nitrous is a lot stronger than the engine swaps. Not gonna catch him. It was a good try, but coming off the line like that, and then, you know, it being pretty even afterwards is just, it's tough from that. Maybe a rolling start might have been a little different, because it doesn't really look like he's running away from Supercharged. Not as much as I had thought. I guess there is more distance there each lap. I want to see what they do for total time. Yeah, man. E-Swap's just walking away. Just curious what kind of times they're going to do. Coming up to the finish. Alright, 142.070. See what 142.582. Well, half a second out of 2 laps. That's not bad. Respectable. You gotta respect Supercharged. I mean, he had he had more weight going into this. And engine swap vehicles are pretty rough to do. So I have 2 more races for you guys. I'm gonna bring out Torque of the Supras and see. Torque killed the other Supras in that race. Torque had almost 550 torque. I mean, my God, that's insane. How do you think he'll do against engine swap? You think it'll be close? Let me get out there so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So Torque from the Supras race, I started him off in second versus engine swap, the winner of the Z34. So pretty much you got Torque the champ, current champ, going against hybrid. I did not do time trials with these, so I'm really not sure, but Josh, you think Torque's gonna whoop him, or you think engine swap is gonna walk it? I'm gonna go with Torque. Oh yeah. Wow. Bring that back a sec and see what does that look like from Torque's point of view. Torque, the reigning champ. Oh yeah, easily. Damn. See what it looks like from hybrid's point of view, trying to chase Torque. Oh, granted it is nighttime. How they're gonna come out of the corner like a boss battle at night here. Like Torque showed up at the end of this event and was like, alright, hold up. I don't know if engine swap can catch him. Torque got some cool flames. They're like an orange color. Color flames this car have coming out. This is like an orange blue. too bad, but man, torque came off the line quick as hell. The straightaway is going to be interesting. So, engine swap, holding on. Oh man, but every time there's a little bit of straightaway. He's getting a dose of his own medicine here. Torque up there is not engine swap. That's just a 2019 GR Supra, low RPM turbo, and all the engine parts that give a good chunk of torque. Coming in at 2.12, almost flat. Look at that. He's abusing the hell out of the draft and still having a hard time. Man, I don't know. If the swap gets any closer, the bumper's gonna start getting burned up. Right there, Torque's got a good lead. He just pulled out of that corner quick. Swap goes through there pretty good. Look at that. Torque comes out of a corner and just goes. If you guys look at my previous videos and try that tune for torque, that is an awesome car to drive. That's just the build feels so good. E-swap can't catch him. Torque just walked him, so it appears the Torque Supra is gonna just remain the champ for now. 500 horsepower. I am thinking about throwing this into like kind of just a bigger series just for fun, where I'll set a horsepower weight cap and some other ones, and people can send me their tunes for their cars and load them up on a bigger scale. I won't rate it point wise on if a car went down at torque. Just took second place, ran right into first, and kept it. There's no way E-swap was gonna take them. And just I do have one more race to show you guys. So one of my subscribers threw me a tune for their Z34, so I had uploaded it like very recently. I don't know, what time is it? About an hour ago. My God. So Josh had sent me his Z33's tune. It's 500 horsepower. I'll show it to you after this race. And we put him up against my 4-tuned Z's. So full send is what he called his tune. It is a Z33. It has the RB26 Skyline motor in it. Interesting build. I'll show it to you guys after this race. See how it holds off. How well do you think it'll do, guys? Hey, you got stiff competition, Supercharged and hybrid right there. Oh shit! Supercharged hybrid. We're not taking it. They're like, all right, hold up. We got a battle to finish. Full send doing pretty good. A full send, I said, is one of my subscribers build. I threw it in here last minute. If you guys ever want me to try yours in a situation like this, leave me a comment and I'll see what I can do. Oh man. Some good battles here. Turbo and naturally aspirated, going at it. Naturally aspirated really wants full send. E-swap, walking away with it again. Wow, this thing's raspy as hell. Oof. I think naturally aspirated gonna try and catch full send. Supercharged with hybrid. Oh hell! Naturally aspirated. I didn't expect them to try and muscle him out like that. No, he's letting them know this is where the big dogs fight. Oh, they got themselves a dog fight. Oh, he bullied them. Oh, I did not expect that. That's why Aspirated pissed about the other races. E-swap first alive. Really a lot of distance this time. Supercharged. Followed by naturally aspirated. Oh. Even Turbo's trying to pull the full send here. Now full send's tune, I did notice, didn't have as much front downforce as my tunes. I mean, that's his personal tune and how he drives it. So that may be hurting him a little bit here. Because all of these cars have the max downforce. Looks like the first three positions are going to stay what they are, but full send's trying to survive here against Turbo. Let's see if we can hold out. That Z33 in green full send is heavier than the rest of these. The RB swap is not lightweight at all, and the Z33 is heavier than the newer Z34. So for what it's worth, it's not holding up bad. Turbo been getting shit on all night. Is the weight gonna make the difference? You should have stuck the drift. Full send's just gonna hold it out. I think full send has more torque. Let's see where these guys are at. E-swap, supercharged second. Naturally aspirated. Naturally aspirated looks like he's doing pretty good. Oh, it's a survival. Run, full send. Turbo is on them. I don't know if they can survive one straight. Oh my goodness. Is Turbo gonna try and make a move? Oh, he is. I don't think it's gonna be enough though. Nope. Ooh, man. So let's look at the time differences here. It's right off the line, E-swap and Supercharged took the hell off. So E-swap did 212.4, Supercharged did 213.1. He did not have a good time there. Well, naturally aspirated had the fastest lap, all motor, 212.2. Man, whoo, he was doing good. Full send at 212.5, which, let's see, 1, 2, close to Turbo's time. Turbo was a hair faster, but probably because of the draft. So E-swap, even though he's the winner, that 2.12.4 versus full send's 2.12.5. He was there. You know, if it had come off the line a little better, I think that would have been a really good race. It was just, as soon as E-Swap and Supercharged, you know, jumped ahead, it was a wrap. That takeoff means so much, but once they were getting into it, it was pretty close. So this was the tune he had sent me. Let's see, 401 foot-pounds of torque, not bad. Power-wise, this was his gears. I'm not sure. I might have to adjust these a little bit. And maybe run the... Let me see. What happens if we try to tweak this a little bit? Kind of tricky thing. Well, even with this build, not bad. I squeezed 30 more torque out of it. But what's the power band look like? Oof, it's not a great power band. Looks like power comes in around 4,000 RPM and then starts to drop, and that's probably not going to feel too good. That's probably why he was running it like this. This power band's not bad, but I can see, you know, right around 8,000 RPM it starts losing power. Interesting build. Very interesting. I'm wondering if what you could switch up here to make that maybe medium turbo might balance that out a little better, and a little bit. Man, power comes in pretty quick on this, but man, this thing revs forever. 10,000 RPM. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, that's it. Josh, thank you for the Z. This was pretty cool. It held out as much as it could. You know, I'm open to tunes to try other stuff if you guys have them. So, currently, Torque is the reigning champ. He will go on to whatever the next 500 horsepower series is. I will, you know, have them race Torque. Here's the build for Torque. Nothing too crazy. You need a new TV, Josh. Nah, your car did good. It's heavier than the rest. And this is Torque's build. Pretty simple. You know, you can always pause the video later if you're rewatching to see it. You know, but the power band on this, you know, comes in and tapers off a little bit, but I mean, that's like, what, 4 horsepower it loses after the power starts coming in? Not bad. This is why Torque comes off the line so good. It comes in low, 1,000 RPM, and then bam, ton of torque, and you know, from there, like your car weighed, wow, your car's heavy, 2,701 pounds compared to 2,400, like 200-pound difference. That's huge. And you see, hybrid here was the lightest. Alright, so full send. I would say don't swap that. Try a different build. The swap build's fun. Maybe when these cars are all maxed out, it'll be pretty good. But that extra weight, oof, man, that hurts. I would try setting it up regular, and maybe we'll run it back and, you know, see how these do against it. If I do ever run it back, I'm gonna make hybrid heavier. Fat women lean over. Yeah, it did pretty good. You know, I held up as long as it can for as heavy as it is. I had swapped the new Supra, and I was messing around with it trying to do a torque build with the 2JZ 500 horse, and look at that torque on this thing, 619. It's insane. Power band doesn't look all that good. I really didn't like how it looked. I mean, yeah, torque comes in crazy and stuff. It didn't feel too bad to drive, but again, it weighs a ton. The 2JZ is an old cast iron block motor, and it really added a lot of weight to it as compared to the non-swap, which is 2,478 pounds. You can see, you know, the weight. And is it worth the power? Or the torque? I don't know. Weight hurts. Weight hurts a lot. I mean, you can kind of get by it with torque. And I do have another one somewhere. Oh, this one. Here's the LFA swap. This still, weight-wise, is heavier than the non-swap. Non-swap is the lightest out of all of them. All aluminum BMW motor. And then this V10 is just a big motor. And then the 2JZ is the heaviest of the bunch. So going by that, I don't know which one would win out of these. High RPM, I just didn't change the livery on. It's just 2JZ motor. But the LFA motor, I'm just gonna run these cars against each other. How would it? If you guys want to stick around for one more race, I'll run torque, the 2JZ swap, and the LFA swap against each other. I'm gonna have to actually be in that race for that one because I did not pre-record it. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I forgot I had bought them. What track do you think I should run these cars on? I like Trial Mountain, honestly. You guys always see my races on Trial Mountain. Maybe Watkins Glen. Should I take it back to Grand Valley? Not really sure what would be a good testing ground for the Supras. So you know what? We'll do Trial Mountain. Let them have some running room in hell with it. I'll take the old Supra out. Laguna Seca? Well, I am curious how they're gonna handle here. Let me set this up real quick. Say what's up to chat. Everyone can hear you. I know they can hear me. I was actually hoping to get you PRT guys in voice with me one of these days, but I did start this a little early. We got equal conditions on. I want these guys to be pretty good. Alright, so I'll do it by weight. I'll put the heaviest car up front. This is the 2JZ swap. Second heaviest is the LFA swap, and then torque the reigning champ. I put it in there so we know who's who. So torque the reigning champ. This is LFA swap. Oh, swap. sounded a little bit of finesse. And then this is the 2JZ swap. I think the 2JZ swap is going to be more for drifters. It has insane amount of torque. It got 600 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, you saw it. That's insane. I'm not sure who's going to win here. I'm just going to follow them. See what happens. I think torque's probably going to just kill it. I don't think it's going to be a contest. bullied him. I don't want to get too close and mess him up. Oh damn, LFA went through that corner quick. I think Torque's getting held up by the 2JZ swap. The car's 200 pounds heavier. But that torque does help coming out of the corners. I mean, you can't ever deny that. Shit. Man, I can't believe the LFA swap's walking away like that. But then again, torque is getting held up by the 2JZ in yellow. Waste of money on the LFA swap. I'm still gonna say it's for the money. You're buying it for the sound. I am surprised that it's like walking away the way it does. When I drove it, it just felt very, very tame. I also wonder if because I'm following them, if it's making the AI wig out a little bit. Like maybe they're slowing down to let me pass. I should have turned the flag rules off. There's no way now they should have been doing that well. Wanted to make a move there. My Supra does not like that. It appears that LFA walked away with it, but I think that not a good view of it, because I believe flag rules. I kept flying up on them, and I believe it was messing them up. I'll just I'll stay back. I'll do one lap just to see. If LFA runs away with it again, then well, maybe you guys should go out and try it. Each of those cars, they are not the same tune. They're all tuned very individually for what they are. Yeah, hang bags. I was when I was doing these AI races last time, I realized I was parked up like on the side here or something, and the AI was getting yellow flags, and they wouldn't attempt to pass. So you create a little bit of distance and they'll kind of run their race. Still seems like the LFA really doing pretty good. I guess maybe all that RPM and the smooth torque band really pays off. I thought maybe that 100 extra pounds wouldn't be a good fit for it. I really thought the 2JZ swap wasn't going to be that good because of that 200 extra pounds it gets, but looks like it's holding its own. I mean, it does have, you know, with that build I did over 600 foot-pounds of torque, which is pretty insane. I do want to see, I'm going to run this race out. I want to see their lap times at the end of this. white and torque really wants to get around that JZ though. I guess I could probably get a little closer. Flag rotate on it. I've got to get the blue flag if I problem. I am actually so surprised. I drove the LFA swap and I was like, eh. It feels lackluster. It's not really, it's an easy car to drive. It's not really have like gusto, you know, like even this old Supra here, you know. I like when I hit it, you know, I don't kick out, stuff like that. That LFA swap is really controlled. It's very tame. Wow, LFA did the fastest lap. Wow. I am surprised. My goodness. Did not expect that. Alright, well that's all the racing I gotta show for the evening. I'm tired. Thank you guys for watching. This was an interesting event. E-swap, you know, barely beat Supercharged. So if you ever want to go back, pause it when I show the tunes or in previous videos, give it a shot. The Supercharged Z34 is a joy to drive. They're all pretty good to drive. But that Supercharged line is just intense. Alright, well thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a good night. If you have other ideas for races, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Alright? So have a good night.